Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 as Makuria. And I am RedBstrd. What we're trying to do today is get the Kushite Restoration achievement. So we're playing on Iron Man. We had to choose either Makuria or Alodia. We went with Makuria because we wanted to have our Shiite religion. What we have accomplished so far is we took over Alodia. We have defeated Medri Bahri. We've taken Semyon from Ethiopia and made them into a march so that they get to retain their Jewish religion, and they're pretty fun when they start getting their ideas here. And they tolerate heathens, so we can feed them just basically whatever we want to. And they'll start to get some good ideas later on. For instance, they get some bonuses to developments. They'll end up being able to punch well above their weight class. And we've taken down to the gold mines of Kaffa from Ethiopia. So Ethiopia is extremely weak at this point. Their only real advantage is the terrain, and all their stuff is in mountains. And then they have several forts. But we'll pick them apart over time. We're allied to Adal, Adram, Hejaz, and now the Ottomans. And we are planning on calling the Ottomans into a war, offensive war against Mamluks. Their only allies are people outside the region and Shamar, who's a minor power. So the downside to this idea is that we're going to have to give the Ottomans a lot of stuff. But we really can't wait until we owe them enough favors to launch a war on our own, because the chances of them taking more than what we're giving them is pretty high. So let's go ahead and wait till the first of the month and launch this war. Oh, they're in the other wars, so they're not going to do it right now. Okay, so we'll just hold off. And we're going to drop our army maintenance once again. But yeah, got ourselves into quite a bit of debt. Yeah, this isn't a tutorial game, so I can afford to do stuff like that and not feel bad. Yeah, it's a problem with Makuria, that it's really hard to do a lot without taking out debt in the early game. Our debt kind of spiraled pretty far out of control. So that's definitely not ideal. Okay. I think we gave away pretty much everything we would want to give away. We don't want to give our Dhimmi too much more influence, but I do love all those bonuses that they're giving us. So we'll give them that and see how far that gets us up. We'll need 63. So often I don't mess around with the Dhimmi too much. I go for high religious unity and high piety. Basically half our country is in the hands of the Dhimmi, and we're going low piety for right now, and we're going to get caught up on our tech. So we permanently have a guy camped out in the Ottomans, as that is our most critical ally. Now we're making pretty good money. I would like to pay down this inflation, just because it's going to come back to haunt us eventually. And we're going to have to pay 100 to get it down each point rather than the 75. And we keep eclipsing rivals, which gives us some power projection, and that's always nice. But now we've gotten to the point that we can only rival one of our friends, and I'm not really willing to do that. At least not until we beat up on the Mamluks. Now we're 1 over here, so the math works out better to get the extra Diplo relation slot. sadly, we're going to have to compensate the traders here. So that means we'll take out another loan, but that's okay. We can pay off one of the smaller ones right now. So it really just costs us a little bit of inflation. And I still got 144. Now I think they'll consider taking religious later on. I mean, it's slightly randomized, but certain things are weighted in a certain way. And I think they'll consider taking that, which will help convert this stuff. I've seen them take economic in the past, and they do get a development idea later on, if I'm not mistaken. Might not be a bad idea, just for the fun of it, to switch to take one of their provinces later, if we get any of the events, and use it to switch to Jewish, but it would be a bad idea from the point of view that it's, you know, not a great religion, especially compared to something like Shiite that gives us the piety mechanic and morale of armies. We should see Funge appearing soon in here, and when that happens we will fabricate on them and take them out as soon as possible. So let's get this inflation down a little bit. We don't need to get it down to 0, but I would like it beneath 5. We have gold men, so it's going to be ticking up. So 5 is our goal. So one more time, and it will be beneath 5 and stay beneath 5 for a while. That'll just be really nice for our economy. But then again, I do want administrative, so we're going to hold out. Alright, just one more loan. We finally paid all that off. And if we were a country that had a lot more opportunities for expansion, or we were going for an expansion achievement, I'd be real reluctant to take out the kind of debt that we did. But that's not really the situation that we found ourselves in. Nice, and now we're getting greater trade efficiency. The interest doesn't really help us because we really don't want to take out more loans. I'd really like to see that bonus replaced with lowered inflation. Like for the next 10 years or whatever the time it is that it would reduce your inflation for paying off the, 10 years. Okay, once we get a little bit of a nest egg, we can start moving this army maintenance back up so that we're ready for any opportunity. Tanking that piety for this ruler, and then we'll go high piety again. Sadly, we lost our Demi bonus, and I'm not going to give them any more land. Okay, so we can declare war on Ethiopia in another 6 years. I think I will start fabricating some claims here. We could attack Mamluks at any point, but we really need Ottoman support for that idea. Get this trust up a little bit. I'm going to be able to call them into at least one war. We don't need trust maxed. Oh, Comet, Devil's Kiss and Kin. So I do like often to get her stability set at +1 for conversion speed, all the bonuses it gives, and to counter corruption from imbalanced tech, which we are suffering. But we're not converting anything, so we're going to prioritize this administrative technology. And start making buildings, but our provinces are such garbage in general. The buildings, temple's going to give us like point. Oh, that's actually a little better than I expect. We had an event that popped it up. Normally we have to use provinces like this. But we're just going to enjoy that treasury. Have some reserves in case of emergency. So, rest of expansion, impact reduced is always nice. So after that, we'll try to get our tech up, diplo tech up. They did that, which is always nice. We're not going to achieve our religious unity. We could get a fleet. We only have one coast, so that's not too many ships. Okay, so we want a Sosa first. That's a great war goal to pick up, because they can't do much to get it back. I think we can start making some ships here. Oh, we don't even have any sailors. So, yeah. About that? No. So with rights of man, they're going to make it so that if you have a port, you will get at least 5 sailors per month. Which means every year you can pretty much make a ship at minimum. Nice. And they're at peace now. So let's pay those troops, everything. And prepare. Oh, that's not good. I think I'm going to make our ruler into a general. So if we were to attack them, who would rally to our defense? Just the Ottomans. I wonder why that would destabilize them. Okay, regardless, we're going for Suakin. We are going to call in the Ottomans. They should be able to make short work of the Mamluks. The only problem is going to be that they have 2 forts here, and they have a fort here, so it'll make it difficult for the Ottomans to get down to help us out. So the Mamluks could throw everything at us and hurt us pretty badly. But we're going in all the same. And as promised, let's make our ruler into a general. And he doesn't have great shock, but he does have that siege pip, and that's something we want. Oh yeah, they're coming for us. So let's get out of here. Get down to the highlands of Semium. No, don't do that. Don't do that. have you unsupportive. You need to stay here. Don't do that. Nope. Thank you. Let's stay here. Fight in the Highlands. Probably going to lose this. I'm not sure that we can really reasonably accomplish either of those. Stay here in the mountains and wait for the Ottomans to start attacking their borders. In that battle, if we would have had high prestige, we would have been able to win it. Let's get a disciplined guy, particularly when we're in these mountains. And I think we could afford to get a couple units of mercs. We won't keep them for too long. So the Ottomans are marching south, but right now we have... I guess we don't have the majority of war contribution. Okay, we're just going to wait for these guys to march south, or north rather, and we're going to get our troops up here. And try to wipe out that one army on our capital. These guys might move, and then we'll deal with them. Alliance breaking with Hejaz, so let's bump that trust up a little bit. Still going to break, so let's bump it up one more. See if that's good enough. Okay, seems to be good enough. And wait for the end of the month. Then bring those together. Let's spare our manpower pool by sorting out this garrisons. And let's go over here and see if we can deal with this army. Okay, we don't need these guys as much anymore. Let's consolidate these guys down, leave them here. They'll get enough troops there. We'll be one unit over. But that's okay. And let's keep improving these relations. See if we can maintain this alliance. Okay, I think we've dealt with enough of their troops that now the Ottomans can take over fighting the battles. We'll capture the war goal and see how much territory we can take. Our goal is to leave them weak enough that we can fight the next war against them alone. Let's leave these guys here instead. So we can't give the Ottomans any of the Egypt region. all for ourselves. We'll come down here. We may have to retreat. Yeah. So just wait for them to go up north again. We're just going to leave this guy there for the moment. We don't need this one camped out permanently there. Well, we're in a war together. They're not going to break the alliance. So let's work on improving these relations. Okay, so the Mamluks were defeated there. That's nice. Gives us a little bit of breathing room down here. We're going to keep losing this piety. And might even get this ahead of time. Yeah, I think I will, because it gives us military tactics, and that makes such a big difference. As soon as we can take that, yeah, let's do it. Let's get this down for the sake of our siege ability and our manpower pool and our poor economy. Okay, so we took Suakin, took Kalib. Okay, can we get out of there? Yeah, let's get out of there. Okay, we're going to have to increase this trust yet again. So now if they come for us, at least we should have terrain bonuses if we can get there in time. Okay, let's hold. Come on, we need dice rolls. Nice. And that gave us a bit more war contribution. See if we can knock anyone out here. Okay, not them, not Georgia once out. See if they'll give us money. $80 ducats. Sounds good. And Tlemcen is the next one we want to get out of there. That would eliminate 6,000 troops from the front. Well, maybe fewer now. Do actually want to wipe them out, so we're going to leave this 1,000 here. Okay, we're in no position to press that at the moment, but we will soon. We really don't want to give them Damietta. But if we can capture these forts and try to... Actually, we only need this fort and then create a border. So that the Ottomans can't get further into Egypt easily. Okay. So Hejaz is like threatening to break our alliance every few months, and they're like, oh yeah, but help us out in the war. Jerks. I mean, it's defensive, so, you know. Oh, you gave up your siege on Cairo? Or capital? Okay, let's call another diet. It's only 2,000 men. I'd rather have the military power. Now we could recruit from the Dhimmi. Let's see what they've got going on in terms of an army at this point. Not too much more than what we're just seeing there. Hadia. Yeah, we're going to take that. It'll give us back manpower. Who can we afford to alienate? We can't really afford to alienate our merchant guilds, but we also can't afford to alienate our emirs. Okay, emirs it is. Poor prestige just tanked. I think we're going to send these guys forward alone and not waste any more men on attrition, unnecessary attrition. Okay, they're nearly ready to leave the war. Get out. Okay, so what can we take in this war? We could wait until Cairo falls. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, really, guys? Really? I see that. I'm helping you out in the war. And you're currently threatening to break the alliance while we are helping you out in a defensive war. We are protecting you. Really don't like the Ottomans getting this war participation, but we can't quite get to that battle yet, so... But maybe we could get over here and wipe them out once they retreat. So let's just march over there and see what the possibilities are. Poor prestige. Okay, so we really don't need to do that, but it might help with war participation. Okay, so let's take the Egyptian region up to there, but we need to give the Ottomans lots of stuff. So we want them to have Damascus. We want them to have Sidon. Okay, so they would be happy with that. We're comfortable. Let's see, do they have... They certainly have Aleppo from the past war. Let's give them Nablus, and then we might be able to take some stuff. We could take... let's take Sinai instead. Whoops. Sinai is us. And they're still happy with that. So 2 favors. Let's see if we can get some money here. Still 2 favors. Yeah, that's some good stuff. I mean, I'd really like Suwakin down here. Let's see, if we don't take this, can we take their fort? That'll be only 1 favor, but I mean, can I really complain? They'll lose 1 trust. I really don't want to lose the trust. Did you occupy anything else? We can give you. So just money. And that's not bad. Can't complain about that. Okay, this fort we definitely don't want to pay for. And this one's nice. Look at that toward Ulama. This one protects our capital. These people have just been moving south and hitting our capital with impunity. And I'd like that to stop. Let's get this down. That'll reduce our coring costs. Let's get that stability up a little bit. Okay, so we'll give this to our mirrors when we can. Okay, I'm not sure that we're actually going to do anything to help out Hejaz in this war, because they keep threatening to break that alliance, just left and right. I do want a barracks. And there we get 250 men. Is there any work better than that? Here's pretty safe. Yeah, we'll get those 2. Now, could we pull some stuff from the Dhimmis? So we could get some more men from them. They'll lose. So that would drop them to 36. Are we going to be teching up soon? Yeah, we will be. But I think just wondering if that's worth it, because they'll tick back up naturally. Okay, we could do this. Yeah, we can do that. That'll give us some men. And I think we can endure with that many. Let's consolidate down our troops just 1 more unit. Okay, see, Hejaz, that's why we're not going to help you. Samin's got a 3-star general, 6343. Holy hell. Can't waste that guy. Okay, let's spare manpower pool, consolidate this one down 1 further, and replace him with the mercenary. Losing a little bit of money, but I think that's going to be okay. Okay, we're going to wait a month here. And we're going to say hi to our buds here in Ethiopia. So we want to go for a Sosa, as I had said. And calling Adolin would help us, but I don't want to give them territory. So let's leave 1 guy here and try to chase down their army wherever it may go. That's great news. I'll leave 2 guys here. We're just going to carpet siege him. Let's leave these guys there. Okay, so we can call Adol into this war with favors. Maybe we'll do that once it's just a question of sieging. Make them help siege to spare a manpower pool, but otherwise not make use of them. One guy here. This guy has to go all the way around, so we're just going to leave him there to hold the passes. I'm not sure that wiping these guys out is a smart move because it's giving them time to build more troops. But that's fine. Not going to be able to convert that quite yet. Yeah, let's just occupy all this territory before we try to... Oh, stop that. Yeah, we have very little incentive to help you. Let's go for these guys. Let's go up here. No, we don't want to do that. We'll just hold the line. Let's get these guys south. Okay. At least we got bottled in. 1,000 guys here, and let's see if we can finish off their army. Plus our ruler, or advisor. We're going to take another one here. Discipline. Spare manpower pool. Only 3,000 in the whole, which isn't bad for being an African nation that's being forced to fight in mountains and suffer attrition. Let's actually send only mercs. So let's just finish coring that. And we do have lots of separatists. Let's see that. Can't really do all that much about it. We're going to face some rebels. Let's try to slow down that process. Got everything quartz, so let's take a bunch more stuff. Definitely want their forts. Let's take that. Let's close them off so that no one else can beat them up. But it looks like we're going to get everything. Nice. Okay, we don't want all of this for ourselves. So let's give these two provinces. Actually, that one's pretty good. We have this one to our subject. Oh, we can't until we're at peace. Okay, so Kaffa, we'll let that unrest remain because that's our gold mine. Definitely going to get rid of that fort. No way we're paying for that. Same with this. That's a much more powerful Makuria than we started with. Okay, reduce civil extension. We wanted to do that anyway, so that's a great mission idea. And sure, we'll add this in. And hopefully our neighbors will help us with those revolts. Now that's a lot. Sadly, there's not a whole lot that we can do about those guys. They're not going to cross into Ottoman territory. So we're going to have to put them down ourselves. Okay, so let's go up here and prepare for that confrontation. Okay, we can get another unit here, so let's get a little bit larger merc army. No, I think we'll do that. Let's top relations off with the Ottomans once again. And let's see, is anyone going to help us out here? You could, but we'd have to give you something back. Yeah, let's do that. Now let's see what we can give you. We can give them this. And that 39 still tick up to 40 very soon. We can't hand that off if it belongs to an estate, so we're not going to do that. We can give this to our ulama. We can give that to our emirs. And we wanted to give this to our emirs as well, so they'll be happy. Okay, if we can give our merchant guild something, that would also be nice. Get them a little bit more loyal. Maybe this coffee producing province. But we got a core. Sinai, can we give this? No. We could give that to our ulama. Get a little bit more economic value out of it. Okay. Well, once we get these men, we'll at least be a little bit more competitive with these rebels. We can get another 1,000. For now, let's get another merc. Okay, Kilwa, you are now our rival. Should have to cross a river. Let's go for this shock guy, since we're no longer sieging. Oh, okay. Now we are going to go definitely high piety. Our religious unity is 24%. Yeah, we definitely need to go high unity. So high piety to get us there. And sure, they just... Yeah, let's try to convert them. So we can't court this stuff until we get control over it again. Yeah, let's just hope that the dice work in our favors here. Consolidate those guys down. And then we need to get south. Okay, Angoat we wanted to give away, so let's do that. And hopefully they can handle that. Shouldn't have started coring it. I wasn't paying too close of attention. So let's get all the way down here to Kaffa. Okay, so let's not go all the way to Kaffa. Let's go to one of these neighboring provinces. Let's see, their culture is Sidamo. They're going to go anywhere that Kaffa has cores, which is all over the place. We got to sit on one of these two and hope that they come there. If they go over here, we can attack them. No, we can't give them our gold. No way. So now they're going to be a little upset with us. But we can give them something else. Okay, our Ulama, we can get this from them. Do that. Okay, so we gotta deal with all of these problems, but we'll be pretty strong. Once we've dealt with them. Okay, we did embargo them, so let's insult them. It's for a little bit more power projection. Or manpower pool. Okay, so our mirrors will get a little bit more loyal. I'm comfortable with that. Wow, they've got some problems here. Okay, so we got no rebels up there. That's nice. We do have a lot of rebels that could possibly rise up here. But we'll give away some of this territory to various estates, and that will hopefully help out. So one thing I want to do is definitely pull this from our Dimi and then give them something from the newly conquered stuff instead. Because this autonomy should naturally be 0. But I'm not sure that we can actually put any states in here. We'll have to see once we get this cord. Well, actually, we can check. Let's see. Yeah, we can have another state. Okay, rival of our rival. Sure. Okay, let's see where we can make states. So down here. Is it all one state? No, it's 2. Let's make this one a state. And again, we're going to pull this from our Dimi. They'll be upset, but we'll give the Dimi that. And they had 64 influence. I'm not sure if we're going to give them anything else. At least not until this goes down. So we got to convert some stuff. Other merchant guilds. Why don't we give you guys this? Would you take it? No. So that's 8. We get to almost give that to our merchant guilds. I think we're just going to have to work on that. Let's give this to our ulama. I might as well give this to our ulama as well. Reduce that rebel chance further. I guess we could give this to the Demi. Okay, so these guys only have 1 province. We could potentially stick some troops there and get that taken down. That's a bit more of a problem. See if we could hire. No. Well, let's get our stability up 1 more when we can to help with conversions and everything. And you guys we're going to set as friendly for our mission and improve relations. Just want to check, make sure everything's going all right with our video here. We're an hour in, and it looks like it's recording fine. Okay. Sorry, just realized that an email from the fiancée saying that she had made French toast and left it in the fridge for me, so I had to respond. Okay. I think we're going to start our war up here. Take some money from them. Take some land. That'll give us a little bit of piety as well, so that's always nice. And they really haven't had a chance to build up any troops. Let's leave, actually, our... Does he have anything? No. So we're going to leave these guys to siege. I'm going to send these guys to occupy stuff. So you can go there. You can go there. They do have one more province up here, but we just don't have enough troops to hit it all at once. Yep, piety, piety, piety. Okay, we're up to 56. That'll speed up all of our conversions all over the place. We're really not going to suffer much attrition in this war. A couple thousand, maybe. Get all these guys together if they can do it without suffering attrition. We'll just move them from province to province, soaking up that yummy, yummy loot. Okay. Sadly, this is going to tank our religious unity even further, so we're definitely going to want to take some time, convert everything. Okay, that was pretty quick. Let's see if we can get... We really want a theologian or an inquisitor. I guess we could try getting one from our ulama. Yeah, let's do that. Her Timmy's now pretty angry, so let's... Oh, I don't want to get their influence up any higher. Let's see. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, we'll do what we can. Okay, Ethiopians. So let's just set these guys on some Ethiopian territory. Spread them out from there. Tunis. Okay, we do have one loan, but we're not going to do anything about that until we've brought this situation under control. So we're probably still going to be losing some money. It's so expensive because of our low religious unity. Okay, so at least they're suppressing rebels here. And I'm half tempted to switch our focus to administrative. I think, well, we're getting 11. Our next idea is definitely going to be a military idea. I'll just cut them off. Let's start fabricating here. These Ethiopians are going to rise up. Hopefully our ally and subject will help us put that down. Okay, so things are looking pretty good. I mean, we're in bad shape in terms of unity and rebels, and our economy has been better in the past. But we've got a lot of potential. Ethiopian separatists rising up right as our general dies. That's never a good sign. Okay, what can we do here? Kara? Yeah, let's rival Kara. And we're just going to keep converting. That's going to be tough. Hopefully he will march into our troops. So let's drop down the speed, so that way if he moves east we could potentially beat him there. So we got some manpower again. Okay. See, 26 would get there one day too late. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll just keep doing this. Proper fleet. We are starting to get sailors, but that would take us so long to do. Let's take this one for the manpower. We need to beat up on Mamluks again anyway. Okay, 28th, one day behind again. Okay, why don't we move down here? This is mountains. Drop the speed down. In case he moves up to Shua. Okay, we can get diplomatic reputation, but I think we want to get caught up on Diplotech. Okay, so we'll beat them there, and this is mountains, so I think it's all over for them. Nice. Okay, so let's consolidate these guys down. We can get rid of 374. We'll keep the rest because we do still have rebel chance all over the place over here. Let's actually increase this autonomy. Okay, and we could potentially stick these guys on to Waro and make them go away. Nearly. Okay, so once we convert some stuff and get our religious unity up, at least that'll work. Or we could just boost our stability 1. That's going to cost us so much to do. Yeah, so this is for the next 10 years. So we would get, for 10 years is 120 months. And we'd be getting 1 diplo power saved each month. So that's much better than getting 50. Okay, 163. Yeah, we really can't afford that. Let's get these guys up. Guess what, that's going to have to wait. And we can make another 2 units of troops, so let's get a couple more infantry. Gradually phase out those mercs. And that's going to be the difference between this unrest. Staying the same and ticking down. Okay, so there'll be 1, then we'll see if we can get rid of these guys and just sort of bump from group to group. Okay, let's top off relations here and here, and then we'll start working on spies here again. Okay, so those guys are done, so Darfur. Is that all the way over here? Okay, well maybe these guys first. That shouldn't take us long. And we should be able to still beat these Darfurian guys. Okay, so spy network. We've got a pretty good looking Makuria, I must say. So when can we invade? Another 5 years. Okay, those guys are done. So we're going to get over to Darfur. And the Funge separatists will be a problem. Nice. Okay, so let's get rid of these 3 and replace them for the good of our economy, now that we have the manpower to do it. And we're still low on manpower, but we got 5 years as long as we don't face rebels. So this challenge will be trying to convert at the same time that we're trying to reduce those rebels. So if we didn't... Let's actually switch to a different group for a little bit. Okay, so we should be able to simply split these guys up. Stick them there, there, and there, and get this tick down, then we'll go back to converting them. Okay, military attack, we're just going to wait till the end of the year. that ticking down? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. So we're managing that pretty well. I have no complaints on that front. Let's see, they've highlighted Tlemcen and Shamar still. Let's see, Alcurak, we don't want. Damietta, we do. So we really just need to take this and then take the coast in this first war. Keep the Ottomans from being able to really get a chance to go over there. Now they shouldn't take their mission. Conquer that if one of their allies controls it. Okay, now all of our estates are loyal again. And we're going to pass that and get some money. And we're still going to be losing a little bit of money. Well, we've got that +2 advisor. But why don't we actually get a trade efficiency guy here as well? We'll be losing even more money, but it's worth it. We need to get caught up on tech. It'll save us in corruption anyway. So I'd be paying, what are we paying in corruption? So we're paying half a ducat a month in corruption, when we could eliminate some of that. By getting our tech caught up, so we might as well have that benefit. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. Throat was just getting a little dry. Yeah, we're starting to get a lot of debt again. But that's okay. We don't need to play for world conquest. I mean, we could take a lot of debt as long as we're staying ahead of bankruptcy, in all honesty. Definitely going to take that. Our next idea group is going to be quantity. Let's just invest in that right away. Increase that manpower. It'll save us if we don't have to rely on mercs ever. Wadi Halfa there. Move these guys back to Dawaro. Sure. And if we needed more money, we could increase our gold production here. Okay, tech, that's nice. That'll save us a little bit of money. We're only one behind. Let's see, if 2 more years, 2.5 more years. Fabricate claims. Let's go for Cairo, because we need that. Yeah, Cairo we can give to our merchant guilds to make them happier. Now our Dhimmy's losing influence. They lost even more. So I think we could justify giving them some more land. right before we're ready to tech up. If we gave it to him now, that would just tick downward. It doesn't give us any greater tolerance of heathens, so there's no benefit to it. Okay, so these guys no longer need to be there. They need to be here. I meant there. Let's take a look, see if they picked up a mission. Not that I can see. Let's check out our favors with everyone. Good. Good. So we don't even have to promise them territory. Let's increase that. Increase that. Hey, Jaws. Already got really high trust. I'd like to get higher, but we want to be able to call them into at least one war. Okay, and we're seeming to be making pretty good progress here. Up to 42 now, which is really low, but still, I mean, it's so much better than what it was. And our subject has not converted any of this stuff. They're starting their second idea, which is offensive, and they get increased morale of armies, in addition to all those nice bonuses they get as our march. We're still suffering corruption, largely I think due to our religious disunity. Probably should get the larger force limit pretty soon. Okay, 33. And what do we want? We have Halib, so how about Wena? And let's see, which month? April. Well, that means that we should be getting our troops up to this border as soon as possible. And the Ottomans are at peace. Got a lot of debt here. Heidi's at 100, so that's nice. What are the Ottomans interested in? They do want all this territory, so we need to make sure that we're the ones to occupy these two provinces. Or at least just not give it to them in the peace deal. But I'd like to take those two, and then see how much of the coast we can snatch up. Now the problem is going to be that they have more troops than us here, and more cavalry, and they have cannons. I don't think that we could win that if we just attack straight into it. This is highland, so let's go for it. So Shamar would not come in. We do want to take Damietta. And we'll call the Ottomans in. They're giving us subsidies. Okay, we're making a good show of it. Okay, we won. Go us. So can we get up there? Not quite. Okay, at least we got Damietta occupied. And I think we're going to spend a few ducats just to prioritize taking Rosetta. We might lose these guys, but they're just going to be our snatch-up territory little army that won't be suffering, any attrition that reduces our manpower. Nice. Crush. Yeah, so that's a nice curb stomp war so far. Don't like them retaking this territory, so we're going to move back over to Damietta. No, maybe not. Thank you, Semyon. Okay, I'm not necessarily going to give anything to the Ottomans from that territory, because we didn't promise them any territory. But we feasibly could give them anything over here. Jerusalem would be nice for us to take, though. Come to think of it. But it looks like that's not happening. Okay, we're going to get rid of these guys. No point in paying them at this point. Yeah, getting Jerusalem would help us convert a lot of stuff, so I should have gunned for that. But really, can I complain about this war? Not really. Let's take that. I want that stability, cost reduced. I want the Diplo rep. Keep our allies. And let's get up here to Cairo. Okay, that's a nice war. We won't even need to knock out Tlemcen. Let's see if we can. No. Okay, so what do we want? We definitely want Damietta, Rosetta, Alexandria. Let's pick up Cairo, just because it's so nice. Take that. They'll be really upset with us. That's a pretty good piece deal, I must say. Okay, we're going to keep this fort in Cairo, maybe. That's the merchant guilds. I guess we'll keep them both for the moment. Definitely want to give that to our merchant guilds. And we can get another 2,000 troops, so let's get some more horsemen. Oh, the Ottomans are trapped. Sorry, guys. Okay, and we still have a bunch of spy power, so let's start claiming some more stuff. We want Darna. Looks like that's all that we can do. Let's take a look at, yeah, this is part of the Egypt region, but now at least we've got these borders all closed off. So we really need to pick up these two and then just consolidate this. But this is pretty well protected, and no one's going to snatch that up. This could fall to Tunis, and I'd hate to see that happen, as they're a fellow ally of the Ottomans, and we really don't want to fight the Ottomans over this territory, over any territory. Taking this territory does aggravate our problem of religious disunity, but it gives us two more centers of, two more important trade areas, doesn't it? What is it? Rosetta as a Nile estuary, and Alexandria is a coastal center of trade. So why did we give that to the merchant guilds? I guess because it's wealthy? That wasn't well planned out. Let's give this to our emirs. This we can give to Ulama just to reduce that. And now we're done. Coring everything. Our emirs have a lot of power. Our dhimmi are losing power, influence. But we can give them some more stuff once we are close enough to attacking that. Okay, the Ottomans aren't as friendly with us any longer. They have a lot of aggressive expansion because we attacked, Sunnis. Let's pick that idea up. So basically our only problem right now is fighting against our budget, coring stuff, and trying to get our rebels under control. Mamlukian separatists will rise up, but there are 52,000 Ottomans in our territory. So hopefully they'll rise up in like Cairo, and the Ottomans will just march north and deal with them. $35. So these alliances aren't as critical for us any longer. They'll help us put down rebels. We can't really afford to take a hit to our legitimacy right now. Poor economy. That's a lot. And the Ottomans are just sitting there doing nothing. No, don't do that. Let's get you back to Alexandria. We can sortie out that garrison, but we need some more troops here. Okay, Ulama gains some loyalty at no cost. That looks like that's the smart decision to make. Yeah, they're going to capture this. We can't do anything. Okay, Al-Wahat. We'll take that. Okay, now we're getting closer. So why don't we move in and get ready, see if we can hit them. Sorting out the garrison would give us 1,700 more men, so we'd still be at a disadvantage. Just give it another month, see if it holds. Let's move him. Okay, so that worked. Okay, Kaffa. Wow, lots of them down there. Okay, it's going to be a problem trying to bring that under control. So let's just see what we can do for our economy. Oh, Ethiopians. Some of these just group together. Our allies might help with that. Let's get our stability up a little bit more. Okay. Well, we can deal with these Makurians, or in particular, by going down to Berber. So let's do that. Pay them half wages for the moment. Okay, Kaffa, let's see, Lothian, can't do too much about. And these guys, there's just so many. Oh, there's not anymore. Wollo. Okay, let's get down to Wollo. And pay these guys their full wages. Diplo power? Sure. Okay, definitely Egyptian guys. Gotta bring them under control. Let's do this because we'll end up getting more points. That'll help us get caught up in Diplotech. Kafan, Gambellas, those two. Oh, I forgot that we were getting subsidies. Wow, that makes our economy even more pitiful. Okay. Okay, as yet, sure. Do that and call diet. Okay, so we got these guys under control. So why don't we send this army down there, this army up there, and then we'll split it further. Still have a little bit of a rebel chance here in Kaffa, but at least these guys are helping suppress them a little bit. Let's do the regiment costs reduction. So we don't want to get any further ahead. We're going to get caught up. I'll just keep doing these Egyptian ones so that we can bring this region under control. And now, fortunately, this area isn't controlled by natives, so we can move through it and not have to fight natives and suffer no attrition. Okay, so this should tick down, and our rebel problems will be solved for the moment. We can start paying our troops less. We can actually start doing that right now. Let's drop their wages by a third. Okay, so let's get these guys back up to as one. Don't really want to walk past that. Okay, we don't need to pay our troops, so let's reduce that down. They'd give us money, but we can't get their loyalty back up for the moment. Okay, we can pull this stuff out, maybe. But we'd have to yank it out of... We'd have to yank the land from estates, so that wouldn't be worthwhile. We're not going to hire a new advisor. Okay, looks like this army is large enough that it's going to be suffering attrition most places, so we're going to get it north to one of these high development Egyptian provinces. And now we're just going to slowly start trying to pay off that debt. While fabricating and waiting for the next opportunity to invade the Mamluks. Okay. Wow. I guess we're doing that. But we really don't want to fight these guys. So we're just going to reduce our army maintenance, raise war taxes, and see if the Ottomans will start sending us some cash, or anyone that hates Poland. Let's improve our relations with some people here. We really don't need to be paying for this fort either. Or that one, for that matter. So I don't think there's any naval powers here. Yeah. Religious tax, definitely don't want to do that. I want the money, but it's just not worth the cost. We'll probably eventually lose our alliances with those East African Sunni nations and invade them and take them over. Sorry, Ottomans would love to help you, but It's just not a priority. Oh, we must have got caught here in Egypt. Yeah. Assuming somebody would send us money. Okay, why don't we do that and that? Okay, so we'd get him up to 76. I think we have the missionary strength. We can get him down to 40. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're nearly to the point where we can get our admin tech up. So I think we are going to give some stuff to our Dimi. Okay, we're not going to do this because we want this Diplo tech caught up for corruption purposes. So what can we actually give to our Dimi is a good question here. We could pull some stuff from the Emirs and give it to the Dimi. I'm not sure that there's a whole lot that we could do while at war now. Definitely not giving this to anyone. Yeah, we can pull that from the ulama. No, that's been converted. That's not going to work. I'm not sure that we can actually give him anything. So that's unfortunate. Do we want to do this? No. No, we don't. Okay, so we're just going to tech this up. We can't get our Dhimmi's influence any higher until we get some more states. Or conquer some more Coptics, and I don't think that there are any more around us. So. Yeah, we can get some Animus or something if we pushed west, but let's see if we can get another state. So. Yeah, but that's all Sunni. This one used to be Coptic or something, but we converted it. Well, let's add a state here. Yeah, might as well. Okay, it'll take us some time to get all that cord. Let's save up for Alexandria. That way we can give it to our merchant guilds, and that'll end up earning us a lot of cash. That's going to tick up, so let's just wait 2 months. And then ask them for some cash. And we'll do it right now. Okay, as one. Okay, Gambella, Alubador. We could convert those. So that means that they are not controlled. Yeah, we could pull these and give them to the Dhimmi, but It's kind of a little late for that. We already teched up here. We should have some contribution here. If Semyon sends troops up. Yeah. Okay, merchant goods. Okay. That should bring in a bit more cash. And let's top off our relations here with Semyon, because those have decreased, degraded to the point that they're no longer plus 200. Yuck. And not a whole lot to say about this. We just don't have the finances to be fighting. Our troops wouldn't turn the tide. Or maybe they would in a couple of these battles. Something like that guy is pretty weak. And we're just going to keep converting. Okay, so even further in debt. At least our manpower is nice and healthy. Yeah, keep a closer eye on this now that the numbers are getting bigger, so we can keep claiming their stuff before we get caught. Keep getting caught, because I'm paying attention to our economy and our states and everything but that. Okay, well, poor economy. Oh, I don't like that. And we're still not going to do anything to help them. If they die, they die. If they lose the war, then our contribution doesn't get us any favors anyway. So, I guess we try keeping our ally powerful, but that's actually not in our long-term interests. Wow, they got wrecked. Okay, so we can invade Mamluks another 5 years. Looks like their capital has been moved here. No, it's been moved here. So I've got that's dumb. They should have this as their capital, because they already have a fort there. Cloth has become more important. I don't think we produce any cloth, so that's not important. We produce wool, so that actually hurt our economy, I think. How much do we need? We need 45. We're going to have to buy that inflation down at some point, but let's keep working on this admin tech. That production efficiency is going to help more. Okay, I'm going to buy that. Still suffering corruption. Let's take them down, so let's just save ourselves some money. But essentially, we're going to be hemorrhaging money until we get rid of that +2 advisor. But I'm reluctant to do that, since he's helping us get caught up in admin tech, and he's converting all of our stuff. Ottomans are in trouble. Okay, Gezira. Should be... don't know where that is. Tell you the truth, Gezira, Gezira, Gezira. Where are you? Here. Okay, so that belongs to our emirs. And the merchants want it. Well, who likes this more? Okay, let's give that to the merchant guilds. We could build up a navy. So we could take that. I just don't want to pay for these big ships. I guess the good thing about that is we could just sell them off to somebody. Yeah, let's do that. As soon as they get built, we will just sell them to the closest nation that's willing to buy them. If we get somewhere in the ballpark of 50 ducats each, you know, we can get 250 ducats. And we still have no contribution here, which is fine by me, because they're going to lose. The Ottomans are going to lose. Is France still allied to him? France is not. Okay. Okay, so we can sell these to anyone in the Mediterranean. Don't like paying the maintenance on them, so if this war will end. 42% religious unity. That's pretty nice. And 2 years before we can invade the Mamluks. Okay, now we have 2 ships. This enthusiasm is dropping. I don't think this war is going to last too much longer. But the Ottomans are going to lose it. We just don't have the troops, particularly without me. Yeah. Okay, so who can we sell these to? How about Tunis? Let's sell that to you. We can buy it for free. Okay, Ottomans. You probably are in debt. Yep. Siena, you're probably too far away. Okay, so that's definitely a problem. Does that get us any closer? Sell ships. What if we give you these guys? Okay, well, that's not enough. Oops. Why not 30? Give us 20 ducats for a big ship. It is 20 ducats. I'm going to do it, but... Sell ship. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, what about Hejaz? Would they buy these? No. Because this land is in the way. This is the time that we need that Suez Canal. Okay, we can't do that for another 4 years. Attack them in March, so let's start paying our troops. We'll lose some money, but, you know, what do you do? Yeah, I wish we could see Venice or Cyprus or somebody else. Because we're having to pay the maintenance on these ships, which is like half a ducat a month, so like a year if we're only getting 20 out of them. We should be able to buy this. Or, fabricate this. Okay, so we want Karga. Let's see, how good is our leader? Definitely don't want our leader in battle. He's pretty good. Okay, let's go for... I know Hejaz would join us in this war, but we really don't need him. Escaped. Okay, we're going to leave one guy there. And see what we can do. Hejaz probably has claims on this stuff. Yeah, so we're not going to call them in. Our subjects should come up here and take Halib, and we'll actually encourage them to do so. The army's basically bottled in there. They got these 1,000 cavalry. I think Semian will deal with that on their way up. Yep. Oh, we just got raided by Tunis. Really, guys? That is rude, Tunis. Okay, so Cairo, let's get that because it's worth so much. Okay, we nearly captured their capital. And we've nearly captured Jerusalem. So let's take it. There we are. Surprised they didn't try picking these guys up by ship. Moving behind our lines. Okay, no point in dragging this out any further. Let's take as much as we can. Okay, do we really need Gaza? Doesn't really hurt us. Okay, I'll leave only those 4 to pick up. Okay, I don't like ping for these forts. Hey, we got some more ability to see stuff. Okay, repay our loans. That's something we definitely want to do. I should have taken the reduce overextension first. We'll repay that one loan. And hopefully we can sell some ships off. Send a missionary, that'll help us. Tunis, do you want to buy some ships? Okay, can we hunt pirates? We can. Let's do that here in the Alexandria node. If we're paying for those guys, yeah, they'll be able to raid here. Okay, our Inquisitor's dead, which is unfortunate for our conversions. But good for our economy. Okay, I'm going to improve these relations again. Sure. I'm just going to park that guy there. Now that Tunis and the Ottomans, they're allied, and Tunis is a rival of us that could threaten our relationship with the Ottomans, and they definitely don't want to fight those two nations. We're making a little bit of money, but we need to make more. So hopefully our maps will expand. Corruption dropped just a little. That's nice. Okay, we don't need this fort any longer now that we have Cairo and we've got Benghazi. Not even sure if we need Benghazi. I don't think we do. And everything's coring. Once that cores down, we'll be making some more money. Unfortunately, we need this admin and diplotech up to 9 because our military tech is going to get up to 9, or up to 11, and we don't want these more than 2 behind. Let's see, how long has this video been going on? Oops, wrong button. It's been 2 hours. So we'll keep that moving. Try to do it for maybe another hour. See what time is. Actually, no, I think we're going to stop here. I got things I need to accomplish today, so we're going to save it right here, and when we come back, we'll try to improve our economy, finish converting our stuff, and then finish off the Mameluks. And then we'll decide whether we want to continue playing as Makuria, maybe try to unify Africa or something interesting like that. We'll have to figure it out. But anyway, this has been another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd, where we are going for the Kushite Restoration achievement, and we pretty much accomplished it. We started as a Nubian cultural nation, and we've conquered almost all of Egypt. There's just this little bit here, the Mamluks, that clearly cannot defend itself against us. They have no forts remaining other than their capital fort. So, this has been RedBstrd. If you've enjoyed this, please consider liking and or subscribing to my channel.